Hello, my friends. How are you? James Jeffries coming at you live on Facebook. And I would like to talk about the all hands on deck situation that we got going on. You know, it came to my attention today. Well, there was a few things that came to my attention. First off, someone asked the question in one of the groups that I'm in, why is it that Joe Biden can get away with giving away all of the Black Hawk helicopters and the other military equipment, $85 billion? Maybe more. I mean, that's just what they're admitting to, right? Worth of equipment. Why is it they can get away with that and not get charged with treason? To which I replied, it's the same reason why they've been getting away with what they've been getting away with for however many years it's been now, 50, 60, 70 years. Who even knows, right? The answer is simple. The kingdoms of this world are controlled by Satan. That's why he offered them to Christ in the manner that he did in Matthew chapter 4. He said, the kingdoms of this earth are mine to give to whom that I will, and I will give them to you if you will just bow down and worship me. Right? Of course, he refused. Why would he do something so stupid? Why would you worship someone who is less than you? For one. Now, that brought up another thought in my mind. Every once in a while, someone who Satan does not control will slip through the cracks and get into a position of power. And then we have an all-hands-on-deck situation like what we saw during the Trump presidency. It was a non-stop onslaught of hatred and lies and despicable behavior for the sole purpose of destroying that man. We saw false investigation after false investigation, false accusation after false accusation. We saw Americans demonized, God-fearing people. God's people who love God. The people that supported Trump, these are people who drive a pickup to church. These are people who work 40 and 60 and 80 hours a week to support their family. And I'm not going to call them good, because even Jesus said no man is good, but the Father is good, right? So why do you call me good? So I'm not going to say that we're good people. I'm going to say that we're the closest thing that there is to good in this country. And that we are the people who love God the most. I'm not going to speak on that. As far as our relationships with God goes, I think we all need to work on them. Right? And we're not perfect, but we go to God and we ask Him for forgiveness and He gives it to us. Right? So, every once in a while, we get a guy in there, and Satan wastes no time going to work on this guy, trying to dismantle every part of his life. And every part of everybody's life who is on his side. Quite frankly. And the other thing that came up. We need to, as Christians, be talking to our children about this stuff. I don't want you, friends, to be shy when it comes to talking to your children and teaching them what is right, especially concerning the Word of God. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Satan and his minions are not shy. They are not shy at all when it comes to spreading their garbage to your children. They begin indoctrinating them as soon as they're able to understand anything. Do you understand what I'm telling you? They aren't wasting any time where your kids are concerned. Your kids have been targeted. They will be taught the wrong thing if you don't teach them what is right. They will be taught not to love God. They will be taught not to have a proper and godly relationship with other human beings if you don't step in and do your job as a parent, as a uncle, as a grandparent, as an aunt, as a person who lives next door and cares about the children who live in the same neighborhood as you for no reason other than their children. Look, we can't afford to be lazy anymore. We cannot afford to sit back on our laurels and act like everything is just going to be okay because one time we said we love Jesus. We are endangering what is left of the youth of this country. And I say that on purpose because once every 20 seconds, they murder a baby in this country. Every 20 seconds. And the kids that are lucky enough to make it, they get ignored. We stick a phone in their hand the minute that they're able to push the screen. We set them in front of a television set and let somebody else teach them whatever they choose to put across the airwaves. Look, our kids deserve better than that. And if we don't show them what is right, then they're going to grow up thinking stuff like what is happening in our government right now is okay because they'll never be taught anything else. They'll never know the difference. It's up to you. This is an all hands on deck situation. Look, friends, I'm telling you, we don't got much time left. You need to teach your kids what is the right thing. And you know what? I'm exhorting you, friends, pull your kids out of these public school indoctrination camps. Pull them out. Teach them yourself. Look, you could on accident give them a better education than what they are going to do in a public school system. You could do that on accident. You could do that if you got a third grade education and you know right from wrong, you could give them a better education. There is a litany of resources available to you. Any number of books that you want. You have a mobile phone. You have all of the information in the entire world at the tip of your fingers. Stop being lazy. These Luciferian, satanic people are winning. Do you understand that? They're winning. Because we have been lazy and complacent and too caught up with worldly crap to even care what it is that they're pulling. All hands on deck.